Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, and guess what we're doing? We're gonna finish hauling manure today. So I gotta get everything started and warmed up. I just finished feeding the chickens. So we'll climb in the skid loader here, get that running. That'll take a few tries, and then probably haul with the 4960 first, I'm thinking. So we'll haul the liquid stuff, and then we'll move on to the solid stuff. Look at that beautiful brand new tire. That looks nice. Just giving you guys a bit of an update. I didn't do this yesterday. Dad got one row of the disc openers installed. I think they're completely installed. But he's got some spacers and stuff that are bad and some bushings and different things. So he's going down to our local dealer. It's an AGCO dealer, but they sell the generic bushings for all of this stuff. So he's gonna go and get that sort of thing. And hopefully finish the disc openers up today and maybe everything on this, who knows. But I have to grab my cup that I accidentally threw away yesterday and go over here to the cafeteria and grab a drink. Nice. Nothing like a cup of Pepsi to get you going in the morning after you've already had a cup of coffee and a vanilla yogurt and 4 chocolate chip cookies. But who's counting? And alright, fuel shut off is all ready to go. If you didn't know, this is a newer style of fuel shut off that we designed ourselves. It consists of this wire going down and around to hold this up so that the tractor stays running. And then when you want to shut it off, you unwire it and it falls down and shuts the tractor off. Very simple, very effective. Too bad it's not wired into the key anymore. Started right up, a little bit surprised, and definitely not gonna have any mosquitoes this year. Alright guys, since it's a little bit hard to record while I'm hauling manure, I am going to leave the camera here in the shop, and Dad's working on the corn planter later. He's going down to the dealership right now, and hopefully he actually records something this time and gives you guys some updates, show you what he's doing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave it with him. Hopefully we get some real good footage and you guys will see me when I'm done hauling. Alright guys, so far Dad has not done any recording. He hasn't been here for a while. He's been working on this first row, but we came home to get lunch and then the mechanic called and told him that his truck was done. He had his truck in getting the dipstick tube replaced, and his truck's been like bogging and missing for a while, so we got that checked out too. So he's coming back eventually, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, and he's going to hopefully keep working on the planer. We got to get the depth gauge wheels done on that row, and then I think that row is done, and each row kind of has its own problems from there. So, and just letting you guys know, I'm kind of just like walking around picking random stuff up and then putting it back where I found it. Alright guys, so I guess nothing's really going to plan today. So Dad's working on the thermostat for the heater, which I guess is a good thing. If the heater starts working, then that means we'll have a warm shot to working instead of a cold one. So he's got the, where'd the thermostat go? It's right here, and it's a 110 thermostat, and it connects up, so the power goes, which we're drawing it from this plug for now, and it goes up into this box that's where the thermostat's gonna go, and then the power runs up to the heater controller up there. So the heater, or the power, runs through the thermostat, and Dad's never dealt with something like this before, so he's consulting a professional, and he's gonna try and do it right, I guess. And then we got to see if somebody can come out and hook up the gas line to the tank and then hopefully it'll work. So maybe for once it'll actually work. And well, what's up? So yesterday I did a little bit of cleaning in the shop last night before I left, but Dad never got to work on the corn planter. We worked on the heater all day basically. Dad did anyway. And we got somebody coming out to hook it up to the tank today, and then we will be set there. So I just figured I'd give you guys a quick garden update because it's been a little while. Our spinach, I'm not really sure if that is growing or not. I may do a replant just because that's been growing for 8 months probably by now. And I'm still worried because the potatoes aren't up. They might be coming up, but I don't know. I know what a potato plant looks like though, because I have grown them before. But yeah. And then carrots, in spots you can see them, and in other spots you can't. But I'm really worried about this Canadian thistle coming up, because Canadian thistle thrives in bad soil, and if I have Canadian thistle coming up, that means I have bad soil. So I may be bringing some compost over, I think, and mixing it in with all this soil, because I don't think this soil is as good. You can see this soil, how light it is and how dark this soil is. It's gotten the same amount of water, it's the same moisture right now, nothing different, and that soil is that much darker. So I think this is just really, really bad soil, and I'm gonna have to get some compost on it. These two beds are 100% compost. If you didn't know, I wanted to make sure my asparagus had plenty of nutrients, so I went 100% compost on these beds, and they have settled down quite a bit. These beds were very full before, and yeah. Over here we have our radishes coming up. You remember we did Gurney's on the left, Johnny's on the right. Well, all of the Johnny's are up from what I can see. All of the Johnny's radishes are up. And then Gurney's, they're just coming out. Some have a yellowish tint to them and different things like that. So far the Johnny's are in the lead. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. I think today though we may end up planting this block into radishes as well today, or I have to transplant lettuce, and I'm gonna transplant it into this soil right now. Do 3 rows probably, and then if I still have some left, I might have to transplant over there, or I'll transplant into this compost. But I don't think these are doing really bad, and I think it's because of the soil. This soil's kind of thick and it holds moisture quite well. I don't know, but we'll keep it going. This is really good stuff this year. This was pretty clumpy and out of control last year, but doing fairly well. I think we'll end up doing some hoeing today as well. And then the chickens. You guys are probably wanting to know about the chickens. The chickens are going into slaughter on Tuesday up in Fowlerville, and yeah, they're supposed to go this week, but the slaughterhouse's first day is on Tuesday. Bad scheduling on my part, and so they'll be a little bit bigger than anticipated. I'm actually going to get to work today on making some labels and stuff so that they'll be ready, because hopefully we'll be able to send them up to Agricole within next week. And then this lettuce, you can see this lettuce is a lot, oh sorry about that, a lot bigger than it was before. And so this stuff is established and growing. I am super excited about that. We do have some weed control we gotta take care of. I think, can we see it from here? Nope. Look at, there's Titan. Simba's over there. I also have a new rabbit because I sold a rabbit last week, a bunny, but they had a rabbit, but they didn't want to buy one until they got rid of that one, so I just took it. And so we are working on rehoming a rabbit now. Anyway, I gotta go inside and do some computer work, and I'll talk to you guys when I get done on like what I'm doing and stuff like that. It's mainly accounting. I have like a month's worth of expenses that I have to put in the computer, stuff like feed bills and different things like that. I did have the internet installed on this shed. That also has not been put in my accounting software yet. So yeah, I'm gonna get on my computer start doing that. Also, so what I use for all of my scheduling and all of that is Google Sheets, which is basically a it's basically spreadsheet. What is that called? Excel, except a free version, and it works a lot better than the free version of Excel. I know you can go online and use Excel for free, but Excel is very finicky, and I've had many crashes with it and different things like that. And then what I use for accounting is Wave. Wave is a completely free accounting software, so if you guys are starting a small business or just want to use it for personal financing, I highly recommend it. It's super easy to use, super easy to get started. Once I get a bank account, I can easily reconcile to my bank account. It's super fast and super easy and 100% free. You can even hire accountants and different things online through Wave for filing taxes and different things like that. So check it out. I'll try and drop a link in the description. I'm not very good at remembering this stuff. Almost said forgetting. See? Can't even keep that straight. So anyway, I gotta get all of my accounting done, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I just finished my accounting, and I did some calls and stuff, and people are gonna be calling me back. So I'm gonna go and get some lunch, and then hopefully I can come back and start work on the stuff outside, because it looks like the sun's starting to poke through the clouds a little bit, and it's gonna get nice out. So I'm gonna head home and get some lunch, and then I'll be back shortly, hopefully. I am back from lunch, and we are going to get right into transplanting these little fellas. So we're gonna go and transplant 3 rows into our potato bed way over here. Okay, so I got the lettuce all transplanted in this bed. You can see a row here, row there, and a row there. And yeah, that looks okay. And then there's some planted over here, just some I had left over I planted right there. So that is the lettuce transplanted. I am waiting on a call back before I know if I'm going to plant microgreens or not. Hopefully they get a hold of me quickly, and then I can know if I'm gonna plant microgreens or not. I have a feeling probably not, but we'll wait and see. You never know. So I think I'm going to look around for some materials, mainly 2x4s. I think I can get away with stacking 2 2x4s on top of each other for a raised bed. That is a little more than half the height of my current raised beds, but we'll see if that works. For shallow crops like lettuce, it should be no problem. And again, 6.5 to 7 inches for carrots, I think, are going to be okay too. So if we do our shallow crops in those beds and leave the other beds for deeper crops like potatoes and corn and different things like that, I think we'll be okay. So I am finally back. It's been a long while, and we got 1 bed built and the material here for a second one. These 2 beds are 10 foot by 4 instead of 12. So what we are going to end up doing is lining this end up with this end of that bed, just in case we want to do some like perennial planting through here. Obviously, these 2 beds are going to be for, one's going to be carrots and the other one's going to be direct seeded Salanova lettuce. Now, I'm not going to build this one until tomorrow because I'm not going to fill this one until tomorrow, and I need to easily be able to get the skid loader in here. And as you can see, I don't want to bring it in from the end. I want to bring it in from the side and dump it. So in the morning when I get here, I'll feed the chickens again like I do every morning, and then we'll fill this up and then build the next bed and then fill that one up and then hopefully get that stuff planted. It's like, all right guys, so I forgot my camera this morning at the house, so I wasn't able to get any footage, but we got the bed that I built last night filled up and planted. So I direct seeded the Salanova lettuce right into that, and then we did some work on the heater in the shop and got that going, so the shop is officially heated now. That's super exciting. And then we went and hauled the neighbor's horse manure out on that field next to the field that we chisel plowed, and after I got done, I walked the field a little bit and thought it was ready to go with the chisel plow, but I went down there and I went one direction and went to the end of the field and blew a heater hose which is carries the antifreeze in your engine coolant. So I had to stop, and it was a little too wet anyway, so we didn't want to push our luck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, I took the electric grease gun all apart, trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and couldn't find anything, so I think I'm just going to scrap it, and we'll buy a new one. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Like, comment, subscribe.